Hi, I'm Hoku.
Hi, I'm Ryder.
And I'm Gracie.
Today we're going to be making shredded chicken tacos and a molten cake.
Most people don't know, but there are a lot of science in these foods. Let's get started on the molten cake.
There you
Get your
go.
chocolate frosting, evenly spread it over wax paper, and put it in the freezer for 1 to 2 hours.
Freezing in this case is a substance changing from a solid that is malleable to a solid that is not. Freezing happens when the atoms slow down to arrange themselves into a fixed position, making a solid.
The next thing you have to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You have to preheat it early so you don't have to wait when you're finished making the dish.
Mix together the cake mix, eggs, vegetable oil, pudding mix, and water until batter forms. We're using pre-made cake mix, but if you want to, you can make your cake mix yourself.
A fun fact about this molten chocolate lava cake is that the inside of the molten cake that is liquid is called the molix. In French, that means soft, and the chocolate flows like lava, and that's where the name came from. When heat is added to a substance, the molecule and atoms vibrate fast. As atoms vibrate faster, the space between atoms increase. The movement and the space of the atoms determine if the substance is liquid, solid, or gas.
It is liquidish on the inside and the outside is baked. This happens because the batter is thicker than the inside frosting. When you put the frosting in frozen, it takes time for it to defrost and melt to hot liquid chocolate while the cake is baking.
Putting chocolate pudding in your cake allows the cake to be moist.
You do not want to overmix your cake because the gluten found in the cake mix will form elastic strands, resulting in a chewy cake.
This is what the final product of the batter should look like. Then you have to grease with butter your mini bowls so the cake will not stick to the edges.
Divide the batter evenly among the 4 mini bowls. Only fill up the cups halfway with the batter so the cake doesn't overflow. Next, take out the frosting, then scoop a spoonful into the cups, pressing it into the batter, then add a little more batter to cover the frosting. Doing this will make the inside molten that comes out when you cut it into it.
Put the bowls into the oven for 15 minutes. This is our final product.
Dice the onion into small pieces. Did you know when you cut into an onion, you're breaking microscopic cells filled with enzymes that turn into volatile gases?
Pour water to cover the bottom of the pan to make a barrier from the chicken to the pan, causing the chicken not to burn.
Occasionally check your chicken to make sure that it is not pink, because if it is, then the chicken will contain salmonella.
Flip your chicken so it is cooked on both sides. Add water if needed so your chicken doesn't burn.
Make a mold out of tin foil for your desired taco shape. Measure 1 cup of peanut oil. The reason we are using peanut oil instead of vegetable oil is because peanut oil can reach up to 440 degrees Fahrenheit.
Turn your stove to high heat and pour your peanut oil into a non-stick pan and wait till it gets hot.
Put the mold into the tortilla like so. When food is added to hot oil, its surface dehydrates. If the temperature drops to low, the food forms slowly, allowing the food to absorb more fat and become greasy. If the oil gets too hot, the food burns on the surface before it cooks through. That is why 440 degrees is a good temperature for frying.
Take the chicken off the fire and put it into a separate bowl so the chicken can cool down. Any type of bowl is fine.
Fry the onion on a non-stick pan. Through a series of Maillard reactions, the onion sugars and proteins break down to create a new flavor and golden brown color. Fry the onion till clear and brown but not burnt. You have to shred the chicken so the meat can fit into the taco shells that you made. Also, it will be easier for the tomato sauce to be infused with the chicken. Put the chicken into a small saucepan. Measure out 1/4 cup of tomato sauce and add it to the chicken. Put 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder and cumin into the saucepan. Cumin enhances the flavor of meat, and the chili powder will bring out the spiciness to the dish.
Put the chicken on the stove on medium heat and mix. This is what it should look like.
Assemble your taco by taking the shell and put the chicken mixture and the onion into the shell.
You could try to cut it and fry it, but we didn't want to do that. This is our final product.
Hit your head or something.